Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for being my muse, Morning Star Prophet. Thank you for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. So, as requested, your Inkblot is here and it has been upgraded to canvas. So you can roll, frame, have fun finding a frame, or if you are so inclined to stretch, I don't know, to make whatever, all that kind of good stuff. I want to thank you so much for being here. I am so looking forward to exploring your aura. When I do things on canvas, it takes me a little bit longer because I have like a personal process that I go through and wetting the canvas, and it's a whole thing through divine water and all that kind of good stuff. So truly, thank you. All right. You know the drill. I'm going to take a moment here to close my eyes. Cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. And we are here for my muse, to aura explore for Karen, Morningstar Prophet. All right, I've got your poker hand here. I will get to in a second, and as well some notes that came through while I was doing the ink. So I'll share them should they mean anything. As you are aware, these are simple inspirations. Please receive or release freely. It's more important what you see, sense, and feel. But I appreciate the space. Okay, so 80s music came through. The song or group Heart of Glass. Same with Four Non-Blondes, What's Going On. And where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. Maybe Rod Stewart. Sorry about my singing, but right off the hop, you like the picture you sent me, the vibe. You remind me of this woman, a friend woman. Her name is Lisa. And she is, as soon as I saw, I was like, she has that same striking sense about her. And Lisa's the only other person I've seen have it in such a dynamic way. And that I'm specifically going to use that term because other people have it, but there's a particularness into this dynamic way it's presented. And Lisa is, oh my goodness, she's so strong. Like I think she does like very mystical things, and I know her through the yoga community, but she also like works in concrete and runs a business, and I don't know what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's such a compliment. And when you see her, she's happy, but she is a presence and a force, and she has physical strength and heart strength. Like she is so caring and so authentic, but she also has these, like, I don't know, just striking features. So that's it. It was such a great thing to see when I saw that come through. And I even wrote down, like, you're impossible to ignore and possible attitude. So I don't know if that's something I just get from you in your aura, that you have this not I can or can do attitude. Not to say that those might be a thing, but I just got this attitude of it's possible. What's impossible to that whole I'm possible thing, whatever that means. The other song that came through, and I felt as though when it came in, it was in regards to a part of myself. The song Lightning Crashes. Lightning Crashes. Maybe by REM, I'm not sure. It felt more of like a grief to me, whether that was grieving a part of me, a version of me, self-image, again, striking. Yeah, it's there. Diamonds came through. Something about your skin. Again, there's this, it's almost like striking and sharp. I don't know if that's part of a personality that comes through, or again, just your aura and your boundaries and your ability to speak in slices to keep things. Cause I have here like a paranormal pie chart. So I don't really know what that means, and it's like this one little piece of me that's haunted. Well, at least that's how I resonate with it, but you may know it as something else. I also wrote in here, something about stole my innocence or nightmares. So that could be a piece of that. I have here mother blows kisses and something about, sorry, my scribbles like get really bad in there. Something about a labyrinth, mortician. Oh, beauty in past life. Like there's something about like the feeling that like, and I don't mean to be creepy, but you might have been like one of those beauty estheticians for people that have passed on. And even if that doesn't resonate, but what it signaled to me as I was coming through was like to make even things that appear dead, like dead flowers or whatever the case may be, something that somebody might see as ugly, you can make things beautiful. Now, I don't know if that's some sort of endeavor that you do personally or professionally, or it's just this air about you. This, again, it brings impossible to ignore. I have a possible attitude. This doesn't feel unrealistic. Maybe other perceptions or other people's perceptions are of that. But I just get even if it doesn't necessarily look or work out the way I want it, it really is the journey that is the gem. And I don't know if it like in relation to the striking, the beauty, something else was coming through. I can't remember. Oh, the self-image. Thank you. In relation to like scope of size. But like I said, that brings it back to Lisa, and she's not a dainty person, but not that means anything. Not, I don't know. She's just, it's such a presence, and it's a beautiful, beautiful presence to be in. And you have the same aura. So I dig it. I dig it. Okay. I'm digging into your paranormal poker hand here. I shall share. The Lady of Sorrows, the Temptation. Sorry, we're not in my office today either, but it's nice. We're in the other room. If it gets too dark, maybe I'll try and turn a light on. The Hero, the Big Behind, and the Queen of the Day, and this unicorn lady up there. Hopefully you can see those okay. So I'm going to take a moment here. See, it's like that, what's that show? I don't think I've ever seen it, but I'm seeing her. Is it Claire Danes? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. And she's like she's cloaked, like she's got something over her. She's going through a sea of people. I feel like I'm protecting my innocence with that unicorn. Yeah, I'm in here. I'm very protective. Like I want to slide her in here. And I'm going to use her, him, male, female as an energy expressions. Do you see what I'm saying? And like as much, and then the unicorn girl, like seeing like moose antlers come through there. But there's like, I don't know if you're very empathic or you work with energy a lot, or there's my back is starting to hurt. Not hurt, but just like, I feel heavy all of a sudden, like in my back, the weight that I'm carrying. And I feel a little defensive over the piece that I'm protecting. I don't know if it's a piece of me. It's something about like the innocence, or maybe somebody tempted it, or maybe like that rose-colored glasses, the sense of humor I have. Yes, I'm down here. Like a watermelon is so sweet. I don't know what that means, but I enjoy those things. And now I feel like I'm laughing at the things behind me that used to think that, like I'm mooning them, that could feel like they had power over me. And I've become my own hero. And I want to slide the hero in there. And then off to the side where there's white, I want to plop in here Queen of the Day, and see how like she sends well wishes to the hero. Like truly, I feel like you're on a hero's journey. I don't know if your mother, or at least a mother energy keeps coming through with you. Could be grandmother, mother, even like an auntie or a female presence. And it's continuously, and I think I even wrote, yes. So I even wrote it in there, like blows kisses to you. And they like send you, and they're from your past. So possibly like your family, like I said, or what, it's not the point for me to place them because I don't know. I think they've been with you a few lifetimes. Anyway, sorry. And like what, it's like blowing fairy dust on wishes. When you want something to come true, like really, really purely. Okay. Can I take these back? Oh my goodness. All right. Easy, Stephanie. Thank you. I'm going to gaze down here for 2 seconds. And I'm going to add on a few of these guys. So. So I'm seeing the one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. But it's my friend. Yeah, it's my friend. We're here for Karen, Morning Star Prophet. Oh, that's quite beautiful. Okay, so... Oh, look at the sickles on the bottom. You're very good at that. Right here. So I'm seeing like a woman. And then here, if it comes through, I don't know with the lighting. There's the white there. I don't know if it's a part of myself. Or again, at some point in time, like my heart was on a leash. And then I'm brought back into the 4 non-blondes. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said... And I'm seeing it as a sword that's coming out of my third eye. And I've unleashed myself. This is like... I am stretching myself. I think this is a different rabbit hole. I am stretching myself to expand my heart from I want to say like something might have chained something up, like a dog, like maybe you were so loyal to something, including, or like maybe you can be loyal to a fault. That's how it makes me feel. Thank you. That's how it makes me feel. I can be loyal to a fault. The letter. Anymore? Thank you. The gentleman. The child is on the bottom. So again, I'm sorry if the lighting's skewed, but probably used to it by now. It kind of brings me into that vibe of something about my innocence. And when I say innocence, I don't have to be a young child, but you know, somewhere between 0 and the traditional 16 or 18. You know, somewhere in that big chunk of time. Something really felt like it chained me, and then it changed me. Because I'm seeing like a gremlin goblin there that's bringing me into like the temptation. So something that might have protected me, but protected me from myself. And I don't know if that's... was necessary. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Sorry, and I need my scrying so I'm in here. That one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater has a diamond right here at the throat. Again, I don't know if it's the way you speak, the way you write to yourself, the letter. Sorry, I feel like it is getting dimmer in here. So, but I say it clearly and prismatically in a lot of different colors. You know, like a diamond is clear or white, but when my light hits it, of illuminations, when my words, I say something or I hear something, I feel as though when I'm in your aura, you can feel those prisms light up. And it's like, I don't know if it's like color therapy or something along that lines. It's really quite fascinating. It's like Pink Floyd vibes, but without the, I'm going to say like without the war underneath it. Not to say that one hasn't been through anything, but in this moment, I'm not feeling I need to heighten that anymore. I'm focused on the light, the prismatic that comes out of this diamond that is me, this diamond that is here in the throat space. Okay, so I'm looking at like a telescope or something far away, and I want it to be closer, and I'm crying, I'm upset, I'm almost like beating myself up about something. Is it a goat? A goat or a cow, or maybe it's something along that lines. It's almost like I want to say, and this isn't about being right or wrong, but this is the feeling of like a miscarriage or something like that, or the loss of a child, or even if that's in regards to like maybe a divorce or a separation, something didn't work out and the child went and left or went to live with the other like, again, even if it's not that, and I understand your awareness can follow me, if it's not about being that specifically, but it's the symbols that even if a part of me, the baby in me, the child in me was taken. Also, I don't know if there's something about okay, so now I feel like I'm in your birth, and it's like the mother had you standing, the mother, but you know what I mean, your mother had you like standing up. There was somebody watching over her while you were being born, somebody in spirit. Give me a second. I need my contemplation crystal ball. Like this could even, because to be honest with you, it's bringing me into like things that I'm familiar with in my family, where like I said, kids like kind of disowned one parent, to divorce in my family, and just the hurt that comes from that, because you have to grow up really fast. Did a gentleman pass away as well? I feel like I know I'm all over the place here. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just letting it come out. I feel as though I'm really loyal when I'm in love. Like you are like loyal to, I think I said, it might have said it earlier, loyal to a fault. I feel like maybe you had written a letter to somebody. Maybe to try to explain oneself or what had happened. Like what you were going through. Maybe you were just at a different stage in life, right? And you go through that enlightenment or whatever we want to call it. And it's like you write them in a reflective state. Like kind of like, like if you're going through AA or something like that, and just like these acknowledgements. And I feel like that, even if it wasn't received by the person, it was received by the spirit, even if this is of your own male energy, like writing towards that. I'm seeing fish. I see 2 sets of fish with you. And one of these fish is very creative, but they are a very specific kind of fish. I think they're tropical in nature. And when I don't know the name of them specifically, but when I think of them and I'm at the fish store, they are in their own bowls because they're like fighters, but they're so beautiful. Like they look so It's like, you know, like they're with the goldfish, I think, but they can't be with other fish because they'll like attack the reflection or another fish, whatever they're called. I'm not sure what they're called, but like they're right up here. So I don't know if that's a thing, like, or you can resonate with that. It's like that firepower. Yeah. But see, I got my light with it. My light. And there's something down here. It's like a clown face. I'm also seeing like a brassiere. Kind of like a fancy one, to be honest with you. Like well, what would I say? Like lingerie or I don't even know names of them. I'm such a scrub of a girl. What is it? Like maybe like Victoria's Secret or Sweethearts or something. I don't know. I don't even know, but you know what I mean. Like it feels, I don't know if you are busty or something about that, but even regardless, I also now it switched on me, which is lovely. I love how quickly your rabbit holes come. The rose colored glasses and like the bridge of the nose. I feel like purple and reds really like you. Purple and reds. Is that like fine wines? Do you feel as though you're getting better as you're getting older or creating whatever the case it is? I feel like looks good on you. I don't know. I don't even know. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. As a Capricorn, just as my own example that I'm resonating with, I'm like, youth was kind of wasted on me when I was young. The conditions weren't there for me to enjoy it or really explore it. But as I'm getting older, I'm lightening up and I enjoy life. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's what it's bringing me into. But there's like this kind of clown business going on right in here. I feel like I'm meeting a fear. That's how it feels to me. I'm going to just, hopefully that doesn't make any. Five of airships. Okay. Something about it's like, don't take candy from a stranger. I don't know if that was a thing when you were young, but it was for me. Because it was real, like the moon voyage, sorry. Like you don't take candy from strangers because it could be laced with something very young. And people would. They would bring me, you know, for trying to cross the street or something. Do you want some candy, little girl? Like it was a real thing. Empress. I will show these to you in a hot second. And the stricken tower. Okay. There's that coloring. Thank you. I see if I can hopefully, or you can like zoom in on if you're watching on your tablet, sorry. See how in this Empress card there's all these like emerald greens and reds, and I want to plop her. She's okay. She's, for me, defeating the clown. So maybe this is something you've already done. And it's like enjoying the rewards of the watermelon, like sour candies or something along that line. Something really, like, it gets me salivating just thinking about it. Like, you've done this. Maybe you always do it in one way or another. Sorry, I'm going to flip this for me. I never have enough space. Never quite have enough space. The stricken tower. There's that purple. Okay, I'm seeing it in my eye. Did you see something? Have you seen something? Subconscious state in your dreams, in life, any state? Because I feel like you work in many states with the purple and the reds. And I want to place that one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater with the tower, and I am shocking things. I am shocking things. And my Empress resides in the middle, and gears are turning. I have things that I adore protected. It brings me into that whole, like, the flower. I'll grow the flower, cut things, off, people, places, or things, even if they're beautiful in my life or they gotta go, or, you know what I mean, if they're toxic, or if they're beautiful and I want them around, I bring them in the house, I bring them closer. Where was I going? Okay, yeah, so I grew the flower, enjoyed the flower in the garden, I cut the flower, I bring it inside, the flower begins to wither, I hang it upside down, and then I dry the flower, and then I can make potpourri out of that flower. Do you see, like, it's like you can do something all the way through. See the value all the way through. Even when, in this case, say symbolically speaking, cutting the flower is a tower moment, whatever that flower is for you. Because as much as I can also cut the flower, make a vase and bring it in, sometimes I need to, cut the weeds or cut the flower and immediately hang it to dry and, like, release it. Or give it as an offering to say thank you but goodbye. I feel like I have big dreams. To the moon and back, to the moon and back. I'm going to say somebody, but I feel like you understand that somebody is probably someone's, but it's like one person, still a female, is speaking for the many. Like, you have a main representative, maybe you have a main guide that you work with really, really closely on behalf of the others. Thank you. I'm seeing somebody with a beard, a brown beard specifically. I feel like sometimes your creativity or creative side, whatever channel that may come through. Okay, I'm seeing it like an oriole, the bird, the oriole. But the oriole has the ability to, like, breathe fire, but is light. And I also feel like when I speak either to this gentleman right here, this energy that's coming through, could be male in spirit, male guide, or your energy. Gonna tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Okay, sorry, jumping around. Male energy, female energy, because now I'm seeing this like the Queen of Hearts, male and female. Forgoing any expressions. And see how they both have, like, these staffs on the side? I don't... Queen of the day. It's like I'm the hero that made space for the Empress within to be expressed externally. And it meant, like, stacking these pieces of myself. And then it's like, you know, when you meet, like, in a fairy tale or in a story, there's two doors with, say, two door knockers. Say one's male, one's female, one's one. And it's like you can't really place one on top of the other in regards to a hierarchy. This is more of a choice of the preferred experience I'm going to have of, like, I feel really good in regards to my energies. But maybe not everyone around me has always received that well. Do you know what I mean? Dreams and well-being. I promise you that's what they say. And answers. There's that older gentleman. Hinky. I don't know if your parents have passed or who this, because it's like the male and female in you, the male and female in spirit. Because of your psychic abilities, don't worry that it's upside down. My cards are in the usual state of chaos. In the moon and coming through with your dreams, again, all this purple. I want to plop it right in there. The moon. Remember when I was talking about seeing this sideways? Where is she? Right there. Are you finding a new? And when I say new, I don't mean new. I mean, like, I feel, here she is in this finding card. I'm going to get right up here. Hold on. See how, and her finding, and I want to place it up in that tie a yellow ribbon. It's like my creative flame, solar plexus, is finding a new way of kindness in regards to my psychic abilities. Something about kindness. Give me one moment here. Let's see. Okay, we're back. Sorry. I actually did open up my window. There. Now you can see the wood pile in an ashtray, but alas, it is what it is. Okay. I've already flipped this. There I am. See these spirits coming in there? Coming towards like this psychic ability. Somebody's apologizing to you in spirit as well. There's an apology, heartfelt apology. Well, I feel like when you're focused, I am like laser focused. So I gotta bring this over here. I do try so hard to, like, there's my eyes and I'm focused. When I love something, I am focused, focused, focused. My heart feels like leaves on a petal. No. On a plant. It's like they, maybe you are, okay, so maybe it's not so much about, it's maybe like herbal medicine. Yeah, it could be like herbal medicine. Natural medicine is a preference. Seeing another gentleman around you. I don't know if he's a grasshopper or a grandfather. I understand that's, and I feel like, oh, do you know what that's bringing me into? Touching my ear. So is it Carol Burnett? Possibly. Interesting. Carol Burnett. And she used to always like tug her ear. And it was like a signal to like her mom or something like that. Oh, I'm seeing beautiful. Okay, so these birds, I don't know what they are. They have like, it's almost like they're, can I do it? Cardinals with really fancy. Okay, I got to bring it here. Okay, so something about, oh. I'm in your psychic ability again. I'm right up at the top. And I just heard your name very clearly said, but in your channel name, Morning Star. And I swallowed that morning star. And I brought it down. And the space that it held up in the sky, it's like I left a little piece. So, what is that? feel like it's science stuff coming through. When one oscillates one way, they'll communicate no matter how far apart they are. Something along that lines. Something about the name Morningstar, prophet. If I feel like that has a meaning well beyond, I want to say like the obvious. Crown Games. Yeah, that's a cardinal. Okay, I'm totally enjoying your reading. It's a cardinal pooping power. Right there. Like I don't know if it's just something you exude. Right? And power hits people differently. You have an infinite amount of solar power. Maybe you live somewhere where there is solar power. Maybe you have solar power. But I feel like you have this ability in your aura. It's solar powered. Why do I get the feeling that when I'm in your aura, I can be taken the wrong way sometimes? I think it's just the power. People uncomfortable in their own power. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a dotted line. Kind of like the dotted lines you would see in the middle of a road. You know, like if it's solid, no passing. If it's, you know, broken up line, safe to pass type thing. Horned cactus, resourcefulness, and first breath, beginner's mind. Yeah, that's that heart plant thing. Maybe like a piece of your heart, like leaving the nest. Be your own shade of green, be your own heart. It might be a child energy. I feel like something revolves around you. What's on the bottom? Heart home. Like, you know, if you're in like maybe you're married or in a relationship, like all of those things. You're the heart of the home. There it is right there. What kind of hat is that? You know those hats? I think it's like a captain's hat. But I feel like it's like way back in the day. Like way back in the day. It's like I'm almost seeing, what's that? Oh, forgive me. I'm brutal with historical facts. But when they came over to Mexico, the Spanish, maybe? Is what kind of hat it is? But I feel like I'm in Mexico. But I feel like I'm seeing this boat of like English type people, or they don't know. It's not about them being English. It's some sort of uniform. And I'm seeing a person like at the front, like the captain. Like the Spanish, I don't know, the Spanish. Was there a war or something? Lines drawn? Passing, no passing? I'm also seeing like Swedish pigtails. I think they're Swedish, or like Heidi, Dutch, Hansel and Gretel. I feel like there's a story somewhere in the family of this journey. Okay, so I'm also seeing, I feel feel like I'm a lamb and I'm sleeping. And I kind of feel like I'm in Peter Pan. And I'm carrying a teddy bear or a blanket or something that means something to me. And I'm being taken, I feel like, to safety. This is where I'm seeing this story. Right here. Like there's the wee lamb and I'm carrying something and I'm being kind of taken off to safety. And this is where I was seeing that hat, almost like the crown. Again, the right use of power, the crown. If there's like a bigger power at play. And this guy is coming through again. Covenant contract. Again, it's like the crown, this power, this position. I feel like I'm in like the old days, old days. Like meeting the indigenous of Mexico, or I don't know where the ship came in. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's very odd. And I'm seeing like another, that when I was talking about the other gentleman here, I'm trying to place him. He has a different kind of mustache. He reminds me of somebody, and I'm trying to place him. Almost like the Quaker oatmeal guy. I don't know. I feel like I'm insane in your reading, but hopefully you know what I mean. I just heard Dearly Beloved from Prince. Is there a song? Dearly Beloved. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Let's go. Oh. I don't know, something along that lines. Okay. Is there anything else that's standing out for... I'm seeing a very cool Cheshire cat, but in lips. Now I feel like I'm in the middle of a flower. It's like a viney flower. And I am attached to it. If these were my legs, this is my body, this is my head and my crown, your crown. Utilizing the right use of power in my lips, in my speech. But here's the petals come out. And now I'm in like this really soft kindness again. This is what I grow, but like look how big my eyes are. It's like, you know that saying, like my eyes are as big as my stomach? Or my eyes are bigger than my stomach, but I feel like you can digest what you see, that like the big dreams. But I am like growing out from me is these petals. Sorry, I just realized my air conditioning was on and it can be very loud. So I apologize if it was. Okay. Fears on the bottom. Action and beginnings. You've had beginnings come through a few times. First breath. What were these two? They were nourishment and acceptance. Oh, and up here was hunger. Oh, and I was even talking about, that's fun, like my eyes are as big as my stomach. Sorry, I feel like there's something else there. In that kindness. And I grow. I feel like you can just be soft, even though there's this striking sliceability. I don't know if this is things that you've been through that you've already sliced off, so they're cut off. Not from me. I'm not going to say that like a Stephanie. They're just not part of your story anymore as the main characters, the main players, and like if they're not already like really fading away. They're fading away, and that's okay. It's like a slow release capsule of freedom. And in lieu, like this hunger for change comes in. See with the coloring there? And the cardinal sings. The cardinal of, and I understand the cardinals are traditionally red, but these ones are more like orangey red. And they come from the balance that is my light, my fears, my fun, boundaries, my boundaries. Something about the fears just popped in again, and I don't know what it is. Okay. I'm seeing, okay, so it's like, see how in this action card, how she's like dancing and flowing? That's how I feel in your aura. Like all of the, okay, this is how I'm feeling in your aura. This nourishing action. It's like if I could take all the colors, this is how it feels like in movement, and this is how it feels being in it. All the colors, all the it's like seeing a fruit bowl. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like I've had to self-create that. That's not taking away from the credit of my lineage. It's like this ability to create and recreate, utilizing the resources of things that maybe I can be prickly about, the things I love. Loyalty to a fault doesn't, like, I almost want to say like it doesn't matter. I understand them as I meet them. I'm willing to meet them because my self-love feels very much intact. There's an acceptance, whether it's through the male and female energies of myself or of those in the spirit that have disappointed, shamed, or hurt me. I'm accepting them and freeing them. There's all that spirit, and I free them. My purple people eater, it's like, if the purple people eater was so focused on one thing about the situation, the experience, the memory, the history, and I ate it. That's why I'm a purple people eater. And now I'm like regurgitating it up, and it's coming out like white doves. What are you feeling now? I feel like I'm just burping up beauty. I don't mean to be so darn cheesy in your reading, but this is just how it makes me feel. But I don't want to because I feel like I've been creating and carving this. I have been finding this within me, this kindness through my shadow and my shine. The temptations, that's what that is. The temptations down there. Like, I understand it's black and white, but this card is brown and white. But see how, like, she's behind there. This innocence. I think I'll make a Buddha, because that's perfectly it. What are you feeling now? I think I'll make a Buddha. That feels good. I'll make a Buddha out of me. I'll make a Buddha out of you. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. Hold on. Your mission is not yet complete. I feel like you know that. Because you get to make more. Get to make more. You are still in significant change. It's like right from the beginning, as I'm getting ready to close out here because I've been yammering, Maya, the field of the Lord, birth to death, the youth to the old. I don't know what you do for a living. I feel regardless, also right from the beginning, whether it's babies, miscarriages, to living, nest children, to elderly, to grandparents, to parents. It's the whole, again, we talked about it, from life to death, to your own rainbow of ages, to, it's the whole thing. Even like when I was talking about the seed, to the growing the flower, and then cutting the flower and putting it on the table, and then enjoying it there, and then drying it out. This whole spectrum of sight. I don't know if this is how you feel being in right now, or you are just in the flourishing of it, like really the wings are out, and it's like you're not just like butterfly wings, but it's like turning into pterodactyl wings, or you're just kind of like finding your own flight through this. How do I want to move through other people's fears, my own fears that may come through, but I've accepted certain things. There's something else I was going to say, but now I can't remember. But it was along that same lines. Oh, the insignificant change is like the impossible I apostrophe am possible. I'm possible. I'm possible. Okay, I'm going to actually, that's what we're going to close out here. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, this one's like way down there. Hold on. I feel like we're old friends at the TV, just like, oh my goodness, Stephanie. The one mind is rootless and foundationless mind. I am floating free. I feel as though I am free from foundations that maybe have been told me they were fought for me or for me. And I am beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know how else to really express that to you. So I look at on the bottom, who am I? Like, I really want to express to you how beautiful I feel I am when I'm looking in the mirror of the org that I'm seeing. Also, that came through as there is no you, Monday messages. And then I just heard, who is it? Who am I? There is no you. I'm also seeing a show from when I was a kid. Is it Pokeroo or something they would do with a magic mirror? It might have been Pokeroo. It feels so beautiful. It's like in the moments when I forget, when it's easy to forget, I'm left messages and letters, symbolic letters, I don't know. I am left messages that remind me. Maybe I even have a letter or a specific book that I read, and it brings me back. Maybe I gain messages from people. Maybe I come back to this reading and I look at this, or you walk past the Inkblot in 10 years from now and you see things and you're like, got my message. But I feel like you can see those messages in a lot of places. Okay. Thank you so much, Power. You've had Power come up twice as well. I'm closing out right here at the bottom. I feel like I'm seeing duking out grandmas or something like that. Pigs and fishes surround you. I don't know if just at some point in time, like maybe when your kids were young or when you were a kid, or you look at, you're like your parents, if there was stuff going on and you're just like, who surrounds me? But you've always had the power. You've had the power. And I feel like you've broken free from those foundations that were built for somebody else. But that was the best that they could offer. And that's the best that they could do. Yeah, you're experiencing an illegitimate feeling. They were not yours. But they were there for you. But they were not of you. Rains. Yep. Okay. What are you feeling now? And we come all... Oh, okay. Sorry. Now it's getting really dark. Okay, so what are you feeling now? That was on the bottom, so we're going to stop. And with the rains, this is... I'm also seeing a Cancer crab in there. And there's that diamond again. It's like I pooped out the diamond. Did we not speak of poop somewhere? Pooping out power. Something. There's the diamond. It's like, it's not the golden goose. It's like the Cancer energy. The light and the dark of it. The dreams I have for myself, for others, I don't know if you are in a relationship, but if you feel like love is far away from you, or like you're seeing it on the big screen at the drive-in, and you're like way back, and you're like, I don't feel like that is truly a reflection. It's like pull in the reins to like, okay, what am I feeling? Do I actually want it to feel far away? Am I nurturing love being far away? Again, if it's not romantic love, you know me, the channel's creative, corporate, personal, professional, platonic even. Maybe it's just other people. Maybe it's other friends. And maybe things seem far away. Or they're just, or you have a dream for yourself to be on the big screen. And it feels like, oh, this dream is far away. But I can understand that. Again, it's very sciencey, like the way it's projected, whatever the case may be. But the way I'm feeling it when I'm in it is like, oh, I'm so close. Like the screen's so big, that's how close I am. Like it wouldn't be a big screen if I was really, really far away from it. So I can appreciate that. It's like I can already see the big screen. So I don't know, but I am so grateful that you have been my muse. I hope this is enjoying. Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation is on the bottom. You are so beautiful. I don't know, but it did come up, like I said, striking beauty, skin, but also something about being haunted. So maybe there has been, or maybe that's how you help other people, is work through any self-image issues. I don't know. It has been my honor, Morning Star Prophet. I think also as well you could be anyway. Okay, I will let it go. Thank you very much for being my muse. I am so grateful. And until next time, I bid you adieu.